Hey guys, welcome to Minutes with Misa. How you doing today? This Palm Sunday. Yes, this is Palm Sunday, you guys. Amazing time, a holy time. But anyway, so good morning to you, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. But anyway, so yes, thank you for watching. Welcome to Minutes with Misa again. If this is your first time, welcome. Welcome to the family. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. For all my old timers, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. But anyway, so yes, as I was saying, this is Palm Sunday. It kind of snuck up on me, honestly. I really kind of forgot about it. I wasn't really thinking about it. There's so much other stuff going on that I've been working on that I said it snuck up on me. But yes, so Palm Sunday, this is starting out with our Holy Week. Yes, so Friday is Passover. We got Passover, Good Friday, and next Sunday is Easter or Resurrection Sunday. So yes, this is definitely a holy time, Holy Week. And so yeah. So I remember when I was growing up, Easter, oh my gosh. Some of you older people remember, because it might be different now, I don't know, but I remember having to have my Easter speech. We have to give a little Easter speech on Easter morning. You know, we have our little Easter outfits, and we had the big Easter baskets and everything. And all the kids would get up there, we would say a little Easter speech. Yeah, so back in the day, I'll tell you, I don't know if they do stuff like that now. But yeah, when I was a kid, that's what it was. We put on our best outfit, have a big Easter basket, get up there and say our little Easter speech. Yes, that was really, really, really nervous. You know, when you're a little kid and you're not getting your words right, and then you got somebody, parents or whomever, trying to tell you, coach you from the audience. So, yeah, I remember that. I don't know if you guys had that when you were growing up, but we had that. I had that. I remember it. But anyway, so yes, it's Palm Sunday. Like I said, what I'm hoping and praying that you guys do this week, this holy time, is to stop and reflect this season, this time. Like I said, it's Palm Sunday. And so, like I said, Passover starting in the week, Good Friday. And I want you really to stop and think about the sacrifice that Christ made for you. You know, he made for me. You know, God gave his son. He gave him up for us. You know, Christ went through a lot for us. He suffered, bled, died. He was rejected. Like I said one time before, he went through rejection for us. Humiliation. He was lied on, misunderstood. I mean, really, they took a lot of his words and they twisted his words with the things that he was saying. I mean, the religious Jews, those Pharisees and all them, they twisted his words, and really, they saw him as a threat. They saw Christ as a threat, you know, to their precious system that they had in place. They saw him as a threat. They were, in some ways, they were threatened by him. They were jealous of him. Yeah, so they had their own issues with him. And really, when you look at the life that he led when he was here on this earth, he didn't do anything wrong. I mean, what did he do that was so horrible? Heal people? Resurrect people? You know, forgave people? He preached. He taught them about love. How is any of that wrong? I mean, he didn't do anything wrong on this earth. He pretty much walked around proclaiming the kingdom, preaching the kingdom. That's what he did. he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't hurt anyone. Not anyone at all. He didn't hurt anyone. Only thing that was hurt was these people's egos. These religious leaders, their egos. He was telling them about themselves. He was, because they had these strict laws. They put burdens on the people that it wasn't supposed to even be that way. I mean, they had very strict Sabbath laws. You could only walk so many feet during the Sabbath. They were doing a lot of things they shouldn't have been doing. And Christ pretty much called them out on it. It's like, no, brood of vipers. You're a brood of vipers. They saw him as a threat. Like, this man just coming here and he just doing this and doing that. And yeah, that's all he did. That's the only thing that they saw him doing wrong. But I mean, it wasn't wrong. It was right. It was the truth. They saw him as a threat because they were the leaders. They had this going for them, that going for them, and then this carpenter's sons, they saw him showed up and pretty much called them out for what they were, a brood of vipers, sons of Satan. I mean, he was right, and they didn't like that. They didn't like that at all. But yeah, I mean, he healed people. He loved people. People who would otherwise be rejected, he accepted them. The prostitutes, the those who collected taxes. He accepted them. He loved them. I mean, so he really didn't do anything wrong. But yet, I mean, he went through a lot for us. I mean, he was betrayed. Someone in his camp, Judas, that was close to him, betrayed him, even though he knew it was going to happen. You had someone to deny him, someone that was supposed to be a friend, someone that was like, oh, I would die for you. I would do this for you. I would do that for you. I would never, ever deny you. Peter did. Peter denied him. I don't know the man. I don't know him. 3 times. I don't know him. And they said that he even cursed. So yeah, just imagine going through all of that and still to be rejected by people today. Because there's still a lot of people on this earth that are rejecting Christ, despite what he has done for them. So yeah, he went through a lot on this earth. Like I said, the rejection, the humiliation, being lied on, being misunderstood, having his words twisted. They went and said things that he didn't say. They just took it out of context. He came here for the lost sheep of Israel. He came here to demonstrate love. Like I said, he healed a lot of people. He proclaimed the gospel. He didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, they treated him like an infidel. They treated him horribly. I mean, they chose Barabbas over him. Free Barabbas. Barabbas was a thief. He was a murderer. He was a horrible person. And they were willing to let him go free. An innocent man. Even Pilate was like, I see no fault. There's no fault in him. This man hadn't done anything. Nothing at all. So I'm just saying, you guys are going to go through this if you haven't already. Like I talked about before with rejection and all of that. You're going to go through the rejection, especially if you follow Christ. You're going to go through the rejection. You're going to go through the humiliation. You're going to go through people not liking you for no reason. And if you haven't experienced any of that, keep living and you're going to experience stuff like that too. You're going to experience that. You're going to experience people talking about you, twisting your words. So yeah, you're going to go through that, especially if you're a follower of his. But yeah, think about what he went through for you throughout this week and the weeks to come. Think about this man who came to demonstrate love and kindness and forgiveness, and how he had to go through the betrayal, and how he had to go through someone in his camp, closest friend, would just deny him. I mean, Peter was a part of, like, the main three. I mean, a lot of time when Christ went somewhere, he would take with him Peter, James, and John. That was like the inner circle. I mean, John didn't do stuff like that. John was awesome. I love John. He was like, John, I love John, you know. I mean, he wasn't perfect, you know. I read about John and his brother James. They caught him the son of the thunder. It was like, you know, when Christ was rejected somewhere, they were going somewhere, he was like, do you want us to call down fire from the heaven? And Jesus was like, you don't know what kind of spirit you have. Like, no, you're not going to call down fire from heaven to burn up these people because, but he, some of the disciples were just so funny. I mean, it's like, you guys. But anyway, but that was the passion and the zeal and the love that they had for Christ that made them say stuff like that. It's like, do you know, so I get it. That was just, but over the top. But imagine though having that friend that's so close to you and they're gonna go around when they need you the most is, I don't know that person. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know them. That hurts, even though he knew Peter was going to do it. Still, to just hear it. Man, I mean, Christ was already going through enough. Get ready to make the biggest sacrifice of his life. And his closest friend, one of his closest friends was like, I don't know him. I don't know that man. I mean, imagine that being you. You have someone that you're around a lot. Your inner circle, your BFF, whatever. And they're like, I don't know her. I never seen her before in my life. I don't know that chick. I don't associate with her at all. I mean, when you need her the most, or you need him the most to be right there through your most trying time, and they just pretty much like, I don't know who that is. I don't associate with anyone like her. Man, that's like knife in your back. I mean, but that's what he had to endure. That's what he went through. I mean, and like I said, the sad part about it is he's not even here on this earth, and he's still going through it because all that he's done, people still are, you know, a lot of people don't want to have anything to do with him. A lot of people don't want to have anything to do with Christ or his followers or any of that. They don't want to have anything to do with him. It's like, well, what did he do to you? What horrible thing did Christ do to you that you don't have anything to do with him? I don't know. He's still been rejected. Yeshua is still being rejected. It's crazy. So yeah, I just think about it this week, the suffering, all that he had to do, all that endured, all that he went through for us. And a lot of us are unappreciative of that. God, when you appreciate what he did for us, then you would show that by loving others and being more forgiving and being more kind and being more empathetic. You will be obedient and do what he said to do in his word. That's what you do when you appreciate what someone has done for you. You try to live your best life for them. Yes, so, and we all dropped the ball a lot of time on that. So yes, to reflect on that during this Palm Sunday time, during Passover time, Good Friday, Easter, Resurrection Sunday, or whatever. So yeah, so that's why I just wanted to come out and say to you guys, yeah, so think about it. Don't just be like, oh, you know, it's Easter, it's Passover, and don't really stop to think and reflect about what it means and all that he's endured and why he went through it, who he went through it for. I mean, he went through it for each and every one of us. You know, and so, and how do you show that you really appreciate it? Because you show that you appreciate it, then you're going to try to live your life like he did his life. And keep in mind, because you're followers of his, that If you haven't gone through it, you're gonna go through the rejection, and you're gonna go through some humiliation. You're gonna go through people lying about you and saying things that are not true. You're gonna have people not liking you. You're gonna have people see you as a threat. So yeah, you'll have to go through that. We all do. Trust me, I've endured a lot of that myself, and will continue to do so most likely. So, but yeah, so like I said, hope you guys have a good week. Thank you for watching. I mean, we have a blessed week. You know, like I said, it's a holy time, and I just want you guys to like really stop and think about the things that Christ was going through during this week. It's like one day, Palm Sunday, you know, they're going before him, they throwing down the palms, he's going over them, Hosanna, he's being celebrated. Palm Sunday, then all of a sudden, it's like there's a turn. I mean, next thing you know, days later, he's been arrested. He's in the garden with his disciples. They're going just sleeping when they should be up praying. And he's talking to his Father because he knows this horrible thing he's getting ready to go through. Sweats of blood. And he was like, he really didn't want to go through it, but he was like, not your will, but mine. If possible, take this cup from me. But he said, nevertheless, not your will, not my will, but your will be done. Great anguish because he realized what was about to happen. And for a brief moment, that separation from the Father. So yeah, having to go through that, I mean, imagine sweating blood because of the anguish. And so that's what some of the things that he went through for us. So yeah, and I mean, from being celebrated a few days later, having to go through all of this, and to stand there and hear these people make all these wild accusations against you. And he doesn't really say anything, he's just standing there. Just having to hear all this stuff being said, all his words being twisted. They slapped him. I mean, imagine hitting him. I mean, it's just. And then you having like someone that's real close to you deny you, saying that they don't know you, and as Peter was scared, I guess he was thinking about his own self. Well, if I say that I know him, they might put me up there too. I don't know what Peter was thinking about. I mean, out before in the garden, he cut off somebody's ear. Now he was like denying. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. Going through all of that. It's horrible. But you guys, Resurrection Sunday, he got up. Hallelujah, he got up. He got up. Yes, he did. And he's at the right hand of the Father. And one day he's going to come back. It would be great if he was coming back for everyone. But let's face it, it's not going to be everyone. Some people aren't going to make it. Some people in your family is not going to make it. Some of your friends are not going to make it. And it's unfortunate. They're not going to make it. They're not. Because they're still denying him. They're still rejecting him. They're not accepting him. They're not doing what he said to do. They're living a lifestyle they're not supposed to be living. And he told you. He said in his word, those people who are not going to inherit the kingdom. But yet they don't seem to care. It's all about them, what they want. So yeah. Anyway, so this video is a lot longer than I expected it to be. So I know a lot of people aren't going to watch it or watch it all the way through. But for those of you who do, thank you. God, not just for me, it's for you. Important words for you that you need to hear, that people you love need to hear. So yes, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Anyway, you guys, have a blessed day. Have a great holy week. Reflect upon think about each day. Think about what Christ had to go through. What he went through for you. What he went through for me. Anyway, so yes, thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you who actually take the time to watch it through the end. You're awesome. You're great, and I appreciate you. God bless each and every one of you. And share it with someone you love. But anyway, so yes, you guys, remember the blood of Christ was shed for you. Yes, it was for you. Anyway, you guys have a great week. Have a great day again. Be blessed. Love you all so very much. Goodbye.